So an overview about this workshop, we're gonna first of all, as I said, talk about prerequisite information and, and definitions that are essential for us to understand what is the fundamental analysis framework. And the second topic will be the fundamental analysis framework, and which we're gonna know what is basically. So we're gonna, as the title you saw, and we will be looking at. We will be looking at the coins which are worth investing in. As we know, there is so much coins there in the market, and basically the fact is that 70% of them are scams. So we need to find the coins which will really go up in value. Okay, so this will be the fundamental analysis framework. After that, we're gonna see resources, because it's like fundamental analysis framework is like research about a coin, as we will see, and we need resources to know where to find this information and data about the specific coin. And then we're gonna see a case study, which is basically an example on how to do. So let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, what is a cryptocurrency basically? So as we know, as we basically have like a basic knowledge, it's a digital currency in which encryption techniques are used to relate the generation of units of currencies. What does that mean? That means that this currency cannot be printed as the fiat money that we know. It cannot be printed. And the transfer of funds. And also, as we said, it's encrypted. So it's highly secured. We're going to see more about that. And also the transfer of funds is highly secured and is encrypted. So it's very, we can know from where and to where the money are being transferred. And the thing that it's worth mentioning, it operates independently of a central bank, which is, we call it decentralized. So there is no central unit of authority. So there is no central bank who control this currency and who can basically print more of it. And as you know, printing more of a currency makes its value drop basically. And okay. So why do we invest in cryptocurrencies? Okay, so basically sure, we're gonna see about that more. Yeah, why not? Okay, so why invest in cryptocurrencies? Okay, so basically the first aim to invest is basically want to generate more money, right? So we invest basically, as we said, in order to generate money, but we have to know where to invest, because we know that investment is risky. Okay, so we have to know where to invest our money. And as smart investors who are educated, and like what we are doing here, you and me here, we are getting educated more about investing. We have to invest in undervalued securities. So what does undervalued mean? So now it's not, now their value isn't the real value of the certain security. So in the future, we expect or predict that the value will be higher to reach its value. So we have to invest in undervalued cryptocurrencies, basically. So let's say Bitcoin, for example, it's not now undervalued. Okay, we need a coin it's still unknown, okay, or maybe not too famous, which is not there yet, in order to invest in it. Okay, so securities will have a higher value in the future if they have potential to solve complex and big problems. So basically, in order to be undervalued now, okay, a higher value in the future, it have to be the coin have, or any financial security or any company have to solve a complex or a big problem, or it have maybe a product if we're talking about companies, for example. Now, cryptocurrencies' main or the first reason was to solve a huge and important problems related to fiat money systems and security. And now, in nowadays, many cryptocurrencies have different aims and solve different problems than fiat money systems. But the initial problem that they aim to solve are fiat money systems and securities. So let's see how cryptocurrencies basically solve the problems of fiat money systems. So here we're gonna compare fiat money into cryptocurrencies. So cryptocurrencies, so let's say that cryptocurrencies was based or was created to solve these four problems, okay, that fiat money systems had. The first problem was printing money, which we all of here know what does printing money do, okay, because we're all here in Lebanon and we know that we are printing a lot of Lebanese lira, and this is causing it to decrease value compared to the US dollars. So the fiat can be printed because it's controlled by the central bank of each country. So printing money which is inflation, will cause it to drop in value. Now cryptocurrencies are scarce, so they cannot be printed. They cannot be increased in number. Okay, now some of them are, but usually most of them specify like yeah, exactly, Aaron. Most of them specify a maximum supply where more of that cannot be printed. So there is no inflation, and actually there is deflation. So sometimes they some of the coins, so the coins decrease and not increase, which will make it more valuable. The second problem is that fiat money systems is expensive and slow in transactions. So if you want to transact money from a place from different locations around the world, it have expensive fees, okay, and it's very slow transaction. So it might need 5 to 6 business days. So this is almost a week and a little, because business days include Saturday and Sunday. Because the transactions, because there is many processes that the bank does, and then the money will be transacted to the central bank in USA, and then from there to your destination. So it's a very slow process. It's very expensive. So yeah, we needed to solve this problem, and cryptocurrencies solve this problem because they have cheap fees, okay, and fast transactions. Okay, so the transactions of cryptocurrencies can be up to 10 minutes, or there is higher, but for example, if you want to transfer Bitcoin, it takes 10 minutes. We're gonna talk more about this later. In order to transfer money, so it's a lot better than 6 business days. And also about fees, so many companies, when they want to transfer money, for example, through PayPal, for example, take 3%, I think, on big numbers of transactions, on big amounts. So although it's small amount, 3%, but if companies calculate this 3% every time they transact on a period of 1 year, it's a really big amount of number. So it's really big amount of money. So it's better to use cryptocurrencies. That's why also companies are going into using cryptocurrencies. Also, another problem is security and frauds. Okay, frauds. Securities can be breached. So we always hear every day. I don't know if you are up to date, but every day we hear that banks systems are hacked and data was stolen. Okay, so this is very dangerous for some people. Okay, whereas cryptocurrencies have extreme security systems. Not all of them, but some of them. Okay, and some of them we have to find them, as I said later. Then we're gonna see the fundamental analysis framework. The final one is trusting someone to hold your money. So when you put in a bank, you're basically trusting the bank to hold your money. And we know that we don't want to trust a bank because, we live in Lebanon, and we know this very much because we put money in the banks in Lebanon, and now we cannot take them back. Okay, so we don't want to trust people to hold our money. Whereas cryptocurrencies are immutable, so they can't change. No need to trust anyone. What does they can't be changed means? This means that when a transaction is written on a cryptocurrency, it cannot be changed. Okay, it's always remain yours. It's very secure, and it cannot be changed. So these are the main problems that cryptocurrencies were born to solve. Okay. So now let's see what are exchanges. So exchanges are basically a place where you can buy and sell financial securities for fiat or for other financial securities. So as you go to the market and buy food, for example, in exchange of money, you can go to exchanges. There are different types of exchanges, stock exchanges, cryptocurrencies that are traceable and they are transparent, yes. But the names of people, but you can find their address, not their location, their address of their wallet or account on the exchange. Okay, so the exchange, as I said, we have exchanges, cryptocurrencies, exchanges, all of these things. So an exchange where you can buy or sell securities for fiat or other financial securities. So in cryptocurrencies exchanges, you can buy, for example, crypto and pay cash, or you can buy crypto using another coin, for example, which is Ethereum. So I give you Ethereum, you give me Bitcoin, okay? Now, for cryptocurrencies, we have two types of exchanges, gateway exchanges and regular exchanges. Now, let's see what are the difference between gateway and regular exchanges. Gateway exchanges accept fiat, which is basically cash. They have only few cryptocurrencies, so you can only buy the big cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, Cardano, XRP, these very known cryptocurrencies. They have larger fees. Some examples are Quadrigax, Coinbase, CoinSquare. Okay, so these are exchanges which are gateway. Now, regular exchanges, they don't accept fiat, so you only trade from currency to currency. There is a lot of cryptocurrencies there. You can find these small cryptocurrencies. They have smaller fees. And examples are Binance, Bittrex, and Bitfinex. So I think you are all here aware of Binance. Now, so how do we basically do that? So if you want to start trading, you go on a gateway exchange, you give them fiat money, you take Bitcoin, for example, and then you go to a regular exchange and start exchanging there. Or you can directly from end give him fiat and he gives you some crypto coins on regular exchanges, and you can directly do that. And we always see that you can buy USDT, for example. It's a cryptocurrency that you can use it for regular exchanges directly. So a lot of people don't know about gateway exchanges and always search for people to sell them USDT, for example, or another coin in order to trade. But you can go on gateway and pay in fiat using your credit card bank. Now, valuation methods. What are valuation methods? Valuation methods are methods that are used in order to value the coin, in order to see what the coin will have, in order basically predict where the price of the coin will go. So we have two types of valuation methods. We have fundamental analysis, which we're gonna discuss this workshop, and technical analysis, which we're gonna keep it for later, because for cryptocurrencies it doesn't work a lot well. I'm gonna tell you where it works and where it doesn't. Now let's see what is fundamental analysis. So fundamental analysis is analyzing the geopolitical environment, internal structure of the coin, and external economic factors. Okay, so basically we analyze these and their effect on the coin. And it's basically used for long-term price predictions. Technical analysis, we only look at price charts, chart patterns, volume, and historical data. So we only look at the charts, the price charts. Okay, we won't look at news or external economic factors. And it's used for short-term price prediction. Okay. Now, you can use technical analysis also for long-term price predictions. Okay. It can be used also to see where are the perfect points to buy or sell at. Okay. Now, let's see what as we said, our workshop is about cryptocurrency fundamental analysis. So I already told you this fact. So 70% of coins in the market are scams. Therefore, we need a structured framework that help us find the undervalued coins, which have a huge potential to reach its value. So guys, the number of coins in the market now is around 13,000 coin, and 70% of these 13,000 are scams, which is a very high number. So we don't want to invest our money in something which is a scam, because it's basically its value will drop to zero eventually, and we're gonna lose all of money. We need something that will grow in value in order to double and triple our amount of money. And in the cryptocurrency, I think you know that you can make a huge amount of returns, and we're gonna see examples soon. Okay, so now we finished the prerequisite knowledge and definitions needed for this workshop. Now let's start in the fundamental analysis framework. Okay, so the framework outline, we have these 6 pillars that we have to look at. So we're gonna look at the project, the team, the white paper roadmap, the community, the security, and the earnings. So these 6 pillars are the most important pillars that we have to look at and analyze in order to know where to know if this is a good coin that will gonna have a value in the future, or if it's a bad coin. So first of all, we're gonna look at the project. So is the project appealing? For example, I know a coin which is called Wax coin. Now, this Wax coin, I know many of you do get, for example. So let's say you are playing a game that requires you to buy skins or certain things that need real money to buy. Now you bought them and you played this game, and then you decided to dump this game and play another game. Now, when you dump this game, it's also you dump the money that you spent buying these gadgets or extra features in that game. And in the new game that you are playing, you have to buy again another features and gadgets. So in order not to dump these, for example, you can, there is a coin called Wax coin. You can turn these into Wax coin. And with Wax coin, you can go and buy another, in the other game, the gadgets that you want. So this project is really appealing and useful, for example. And is there a need for the project? So does it require a decentralized system to be done, or a normal company can do it? Okay, so we don't want a project that can be done by a normal company. Okay.
Marwan, hi.
Yes.
I
Hello.
have a question, if I may. Sorry
Yeah,
to
sure.
interrupt. So you
Yeah,
mean to tell me that every coin is backed up by some kind of project?
of course, it have to be. If it's not backed up by project, then it's a scam. Okay.
All right. So there's like you mean that the company that creates the coin
Mm-hmm.
works on an ongoing venture or project in order to market this coin, or
Yes, يعني every coin have its own project and purpose. For example, Ethereum is a smart. Yeah, we're gonna talk about this, but Ethereum is a smart contract platform, so you can build your decentralized app on it. Whereas, for example, Bitcoin have another usage, it is payment. Okay, and any coin have a project. So this Wax coin, for example, its project is to transfer these things which you buy in gaming. For example, there is a coin called Sweat coin. This Sweat coin, when you walk or when you do exercising, you collect these coins for free, which makes money.
okay, thanks.
Okay, so you're gonna look also if it solves problem, and you're gonna look if will people use it, and you're gonna see if there is competitors. Okay, so as we said, there are many coins, and many coins, for example, have the same purpose. So, for example, there is a coin called Bitcoin. It's the same as Bitcoin. The purpose is to do payments. So it have a strong competitor, which is Bitcoin. So we have to look at that. And we have to see if the transaction fees are fast enough for the purpose of the coin. For example, we have a coin called Litecoin. This Litecoin is made to do a minor transaction. So if you want to buy a cup of coffee, you buy using it. So the transaction have to be fast, like 10 seconds and not 10 minutes. Okay, so this is about a project. So let's see a good coin and a bad coin. So project is useful and appealing, as you see, whereas it's a meme or scam with no project. Solve major centralized problem, no need for the project to be centralized, or basically it have no project. weak or no competitors versus that have strong competitors. Have a demo app, okay, which you can test on it, and here have no test or demo app. Transaction speed fast enough for coin use, and here transaction speed is low for coin use. So this is about the project. Now about the team, which is very important. So you have to look who is the team. Okay, so you have to look at their LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook profiles. You have to see any past experience in the blockchain space, which is basically in creating cryptocurrencies, software development, and for how much in a period of time. So for example, there is a coin called Cardano, it's ADA. The founder of it is the co-founder of Ethereum, okay, which is a well-known coin and it's successful. So this gives it a strong impression because it has a strong team. The size of team, of course, matters. The track record of the team. So we're gonna see each one of the team what experience does he have, past projects they did. Are there qualified developers on the team? Because we need developers basically. How do you know whether the coin is backed up by a project or not? We're gonna talk about that in the resources topic after this topic. The hometown laws toward the crypto. So we have to look if crypto is illegal or legal in that company. Okay, so if it's illegal, that won't be very good. We have to see the reaction of team members to adverse events. Okay, and a very important remark is that you should never invest in coins where the identities of team members is hidden. Okay, even if it's illegal in their hometown. So some coins you're gonna see that their team is hidden because they say that it's unknown, it's illegal in our hometown. Okay, so we don't want to take this risk because there are already 70% of the coins are scams, and we don't want to risk this. So good coin versus bad coin. Experienced team in the space of blockchain and software development. Team is unknown or unexperienced in the field. Team members have experience in previous successful coin projects. Team is so small and have no qualified software developers. For example, Dogecoin. Now, Dogecoin, you're gonna think that the team is good, but it's made from only 2 people, and one of them then abandoned the project. But they are a team who worked on a different coin and they were successful, but they made it for fun basically. So there is no project, and the team, they abandoned it basically. So it's not like a coin to buy. Yeah. So Bitcoin, yeah, it's because Bitcoin was the first one, and basically we don't know the team of Bitcoin, and it's the only coin that we don't know its team that is really up there because it's basically the first coin. And hometown laws permit cryptocurrencies. Yeah, maybe the CIA. Hometown laws permit cryptocurrency usage. It's illegal in hometown. Yeah, of course you will. We will give you the PowerPoint. Why is during adverse event and panic during? So we have to see the reaction of the team during adverse events. Will they act wisely and will they know what they will do, or they panic and they don't know what decision to take? This is very important. The third one we're gonna look at is the white paper and roadmap, which answers the question of someone who just asked me where we can find the project. So it's the white paper or the roadmap, which I'm gonna tell you where to find the white paper. So the white paper basically, guys, talks about everything about the coin. Its project, its description, its team, its method of securities, everything. Okay. So is everything we need to see if everything is planned out in the white paper. Okay. And if they foresee potential issues. So some good coins in the white paper tell you that in the future there will be this and that problem, and we're gonna be solving them through this and that way. Okay. We're gonna see if the timeline is feasible, logical, and if they are sticking into it. Okay. We're going to see if there are trackable goals that you can always track, and we're going to see how active is the coin on GitHub. So GitHub basically shows you how much the team is working on improving the coin. Okay. Okay. So good coin versus bad coin, a clear roadmap with logical timeline, not providing a clear project. Where do we locate white paper of coins? I'm gonna tell you now in a bit when we explain the resources topic. Clear project details and description, unclear. Foresee potential issues and mention solutions. Doesn't basically see these problems. Respecting the timeline, goals untrackable, and GitHub activity status is active. So they are constantly working on improving. Okay, the next thing we're gonna look about is the community, which a lot of people doesn't basically look at. Okay, so we need to look at the community. Okay, so is there a community on Twitter, Telegram, or Reddit? We're gonna see these. There is a lot of discussions happening there, and the community not only it have to be a big community, the community have to be supporting and who believes in the project of the coin, okay, and not just people who are interested in it for money. Because if the community is supporting and believe in the project itself, if the coin falls in value, the community will support it and not dump it. Okay, so we don't want a community that it is big but is only there because to make money and not to believe in the project. We have also to look on how many exchanges it is listed on. Is it listed on big exchanges? We're gonna see if it is backed by big people or institutions, but we're gonna see also that we need to know if the people who are backing it for the sake of the project or the sake of making money also. So know that Elon Musk, for example, have already backed Dodge or Shiba for a couple of times, but it's not for their project because they don't have a project from the first place. It's just to make money. So we don't need that. We want to see if someone control a large number of the supply. Okay, because if someone controls a large number of coins, this means that the coin is start to getting centralized. So someone have the control over its supply, which is something bad. And we have to see the volume of how many people are buying it. Is it increasing? Now, everything, guys, I am talking here in the resources section, I'm going to show you how to look at each and every one of these points. So don't worry about that. So a good coin versus a bad coin. As we know, strong and active community, the opposite, supporting community who are passionate about the project itself and its impact on the society. Community who will support the coin value if it crashes, backed up by strong institutional and individuals who also are passionate about the project. Ownership is not concentrated in one entity. And value or coin have a valid reason to be adopted. For example, there is a coin which is Binance coin. I think you are familiar with it. So when you have Binance coin, the fees of transaction on Binance will decrease. Okay, so that give a reason for people to go and buy Binance coin and hold it basically. About security, which is a very important. So what type of security is used? Does it have its own blockchain? We're going to talk about blockchains. So what type of securities? There is a lot of security types. Is it centralized or miners are few who can manipulate the system? So basically miners, guys, I don't know if you are familiar with mining, but we're going to explain mining in later workshops. Mining is basically a way in order to ensure that the coin system remains secure. Okay, and mining, it can be a business on its own. So you can buy the mining equipment and make money every day from mining.
If I may,
We
Marwan,
also offer that
if I
basically
may.
with this service that yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you again.
Sorry.
Sorry to interrupt you
Yeah.
again. Yeah, you were saying you were talking about mining, and I think it's
Yeah.
quite fascinating being able to get a small amount of Bitcoin or Ethereum by just running some machines.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm
Yeah.
sure you know that mining is just validating some transactions between end users. And
Exactly.
lately, because of what's been happening with the electricity and everything in Lebanon, it's been harder for miners to.
Yeah, basically we offer solutions. We offer a lot of solutions. Yani, we have clients who bought from us mining machines and they are not having trouble with powers. So we have a lot of solutions with that. So yeah, it can be solved. Okay,
Okay.
so another we have to see if we are immune to different types of attacks. So there is a lot of types. So we have to see if we are immune to these types of attacks, and we have to see if our basically security is strong, and we have to see if it's was it breached before, and if it was breached before, is the team working on making it secure or basically gave up on it. Okay, so good coin versus bad coin. Blockchain is very secure or use ERC20. So basically, like they uses the security system of Ethereum. Okay. Security will, of course, we're gonna see more about this in a minute. Security system is decentralized, so there is no control, as we said. Safe against many types of attacks. Very secure smart contract. Existed from a long time and was never breached. Community is always working for increasing security. All this information, I'm gonna teach you how to look for them. Now about the earnings, which is also very important and a lot of people doesn't look at. So what is your portion of earnings? So in the white paper of every coin, they put how much money or coins will go to the team and how much will go to you. Okay, so you have to look at that. Do you have shares in a security app or a platform? So if they have an application or a platform, do you have shares in that? So do you get profit from that? What is the starting and the maximum supply of coins? Because we said that we need a coin which have a maximum supply at least to know that it won't be inflated. And I'm gonna see, we have to see if we are getting money from coin value or from the usage of app of or platform. How much the coin can be diluted, which is basically is the maximum supply respected, or they increase the number of coins above the maximum supply, which is very dangerous thing to do. Project earnings or growth relative to similar centralized projects. Okay, so are we making a good amount of money compared to similar projects which have centralized companies or authorities? Why would someone buy this coin? Is it a utility? Do people need it? So for example, Litecoin, as I said, it can later be used for money transaction for very minor transactions like buying a cup of coffee, or BNB, it can be used to decrease the transaction fees more on Binance. So they have a reason why would someone buy them. And we're gonna see how will adoption affect the value. So if many people bought it, will the value increase or it will gonna stay the same? Okay, so this is very important. Uh, Also good or bad coin. Few percentage goes to team and not like many of the coins goes to team. Coin holders have shares in platform or the application. Max supply is respected. Project earnings are higher than that of similar centralized projects, and coins have usage to be held. Okay. So final thoughts about the framework. This framework will help us know where to invest our money, okay, and what coins. And at the same time, we're gonna know that where not to invest our money. Because as we said, 70% of coins are scammed. So if only one of the previous six pillars that we looked at is weak, then the coin is considered as an unattractive investment. Because imagine you have a very strong project and a very attractive project, but there is a very weak team. So the project will not be done. Okay. Or if you have a strong team but with no project, it's useless. Or if you have both strong and with no security, it's basically gonna be hacked and gonna be stolen. So these six pillars have to be very strong. So now going to the resources, and here where we're gonna see things other than this PowerPoint, which are interesting. So the resources, in order to see all of this information, we're gonna look at them. So first of all, we're gonna look about on TradingView. Okay, so TradingView.com is basically the best tool for price charting. It's very user-friendly, diverse kit of tools for technical analysis, best tool for screening, and I have also news, events, and forums. So let me stop sharing and let's go to TradingView. So 1 second to go to TradingView. Okay. Okay, so I think now you can see my screen. So basically, if you went on Google and just type tradingview.com, you're gonna see, you're gonna reach this. Okay, so here is when you type any coin you want. So let's say Bitcoin. Okay, and okay, so Bitcoin. I want Bitcoin, which is, as you see here, there are many exchanges. So I need Bitcoin / USDT, which is the US dollars. And I want it on Binance. Let me find it from here actually. Okay, so it's here on my watch list. Okay, so this is Bitcoin, and as you see now, its price is 61,000, and this is the chart compared to time. So this is the price per time. Okay, so this is a very useful tool in order to track the price. Okay, because you have to always monitor the price movements of the coin. Now, as you see here, I've drawn a lot of lines which are maybe complicated, but all of these I've explained them previously in the workshops I did last year. Okay, and the workshops are on YouTube, so you can go and learn about these, and I'm gonna include them at the end of this workshop. I'm gonna talk more about them in order to learn these things. Okay, so this was about TradingView basically. So it's very good for chart. Let me share the screen actually, so that not every time. Okay. Okay, the second one will be coinmarketcap.com. Okay, so it's the most important or most used website for knowing more information about each coin. Okay, internal information about any coin. So you can find there the white paper. You can find there the white paper, the maximum supply, the volume, anything. And coins and exchanges ranking. So you're gonna see different rankings, filters and screeners, and news and post forums. Let's go there. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so if you went on Google and typed CoinMarketCap, you're gonna basically come to this page. 1 second. Okay, so you're gonna get on this page. So this is coinmarketcap.com, and here you can find the coins in the ranking. Okay, so as you see, Bitcoin is the first, Ethereum, Binance Coin, Tether. Tether is basically USDT. It's equal to $1, and it's always equal to $1. So you can use it for buying and selling cryptocurrencies. Okay, so here you can find, as I said, the coins. Okay, you can find the exchanges. If you click here, okay, basically, by the way, here are all the cryptocurrencies found on the market. So we have 13,000 cryptocurrency. We have 424 exchange. This is the total market cap of the entire cryptocurrency market. Okay, we can also see exchanges, Binance, Coinbase, all of these are different exchanges. Now let's go back a little bit to cryptocurrencies. So let's say I want to know more about Bitcoin. So I come here and click on Bitcoin. Okay. Now here I can see a lot of information about Bitcoin. So here is the white paper. I can download the white paper and read about basically everything that we looked at, from project, from team, from the security stuff and other things in the white paper. Okay, you can see the community. So there is a community on Reddit. There is a community on bitcoin.talk.org. We're gonna go there also. And we can see also more information. So the maximum supply over here is 21 million, okay? And the total supply right now is 18 million, okay? So when we reach the 21 million, no more Bitcoins are produced, okay? This is the maximum number of Bitcoins produced. Now, this is a chart, basically. You can use TradingView, it's better, okay? And you can see the market. So basically, the market is where is Bitcoin traded. So I told you one of the pillars is to see on how much exchanges it is listed. So here it's listed on Binance and basically a lot of exchanges because it's Bitcoin, the most known. Okay. And okay, you can see historical data. You can see holders, which is very important. I told you that we don't want a lot of people or one entity, sorry, to hold a big number of coins. So here the top 10 holders hold only 5%. So it's not a huge number. It's not a big number at all. Okay, so they can't control basically the Bitcoin. But if we have the top 10, for example, have 70%, this is a very big number. So it's becoming centralized and contained by a single entity. Okay, we don't want that. Okay, so this is, you can also find a lot of news. Okay. So you can find a lot of beneficial news and by the way, these news are posted by professional people. So you can a lot learn from just entering and reading these articles. Okay, so this is about CoinMarketCap in a nutshell. Basically, you can go there and play around with it. Okay, so let's go back. The second one we're gonna look at is CoinMarketCal, not cap.com. Okay, it's basically a cal for calendar. Okay, and it's very user friendly. It shows important events and dates because if you invested in a coin, you should always look and monitor any events related to it to see how it's going. Is it doing good? Is it doing bad? So you have to see every event and their dates. And it shows important events, as we said, and related to exchanges also, and not always, not only to coins. And they have a reliable voting system for ensuring credible dates of events. So maybe a person posted an event which is fake. There is a voting system which says that this is fake. Okay, let's go and see it. So this is CoinMarketCal. So when you enter, you're gonna basically find this page. So these are the events. So on 28 October, basically today, we had something for ADA. Okay, so you can click on it and go and read about the news. As you see here, 94% says that it's real. Okay, and you can search specifically by a coin. So let's say I want here Bitcoin, so BTC. Click on Bitcoin. Okay, and click the search button, and you're gonna only see events related to Bitcoin actually. I think it's not clear. Yeah, remove this. Okay, now we're gonna see only news related to Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin. So you can, if you have a specific coin, you can type it in here and see the events of it. Also, you can search by exchanges if exchanges have certain events. And it's very, as you see, it's very user friendly and it's very clear. Nothing is very hard about it. The next one is bitcointalk.org. Okay, so on bitcoin.talk.org, we have information related to coins, mining, trading, and politics, basic courses to understand how cryptocurrencies work, announcements by different countries, technical details, and post forums where smart people discuss. Bitcointalk.org is you can learn a lot from it really. And it's really important. So there is a lot. Let's go and see. Let's go and see. One second. This is not okay. So when you go into bitcointalk.org, you're gonna get this page, okay, and you're gonna see, for example, this related to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin discussion, there is this number of posts and this number of topics, which are written by very smart people and very experienced people, and you find a lot. So only getting there and reading makes a lot difference in your education, in investing and trading. And it's really very important. I can't emphasize its importance anymore. Also, coindesk.com, it's basically similar to bitcoin.org. Okay, we have also onchainfx.com. It's similar to CoinMarketCap, but here the thing that I like it is that coins are divided into categories and sectors. Okay, and we have a research feature which you can find the project, their description, precise data, all of these. Okay, which are such as also the white paper. Now these are now you can find them on CoinMarketCap, but before they were only present on OnChainFX. Okay, so let's see it. Okay. So yeah, this is OnChainFX. Okay, it's like the first page. It's like as you see, CoinMarketCap, and here it's divided into types of coins. So the currencies coins are coins like Bitcoin, XRP, where you can buy and sell things only. Whereas platforms are such as Ethereum and Cardano, where you can develop your own decentralized applications. Okay. Stable coins are coins which are stable, like USDT or Binance USD. Okay, they are always like have a certain price. So this is always approximately $1, the same here. So are always stable. Okay, so this is about it. If you click on Screener, it's gonna take you to this page, which is also a good page. On Screener here, you can find more classification of coins. And here basically is a filter. So you can see the price, the change, and like you can see many coins and compare them to each other basically. The next one is cryptomeso.com on chain indicators. Wait 1 second. Okay. Any on-chain indicators you recommend looking at? Basically, indicators like what do you mean basically with indicators? Let me see. You mean that these things, now it depends on what do you want actually to know. Now, because we're investing now and we are not day trading or short-term trading, we don't care much about this. We only care about the 6 pillars that I showed you, okay, which are the fundamental information. These are more technical information. This helps you with short-term things, like the ones related to the BTC supply and holders. I really didn't get your question, but this information that are related to BTC supply and holders, you can also find them on market cap, and they are basically the same. Okay. We have where I was. Okay, we were on cryptomeso.com. So cryptomeso basically monitors the coin's GitHub activity and development, and numbers are not very important. So basically, one commit, a commit is basically an update to the system or to the software of the coin. So sometimes one commit can include major updates, and 100 commits can be useless. So you have to read more about each commit. So this website, which is cryptomeso.com, shows you the commits. For example, if I want the commit of Raven coin, so let's type Raven. So these are the commits of Raven. So 66 commits in the past year, for example, okay, which is very good number. It's not like a bad number. And you can put less than, so for the past 3 months, not necessary for a year. Okay, so this shows you how much the team is working on developing the coin and the software of the coin. Okay. Okay, we have into the block.com. It shows the percentage concentration of large holders, but nowadays it needs subscription. But the good news is that we already saw this on CoinMarketCap, where we saw how much holders are holding. Okay, so top 10, for example, hold 5% for Bitcoin. Okay. Okay, so I believe that this is it for the resources. Okay, you can find everything as I told you. And basically, this process of fundamental analysis framework should take you between 5 to 6 hours on every coin. So if it took you less research time, less than 5 or 6 hours, then you have to know that you didn't do enough research. Okay, so it will be from 5 to 6 hours. Okay. Okay, now this case study, I included a case study which is about a coin called Cardano. Okay, so there is a coin called Cardano. I think a lot of you are familiar with. It's ADA. So this case study, okay, it's basically what I want you to do if you want, of course, which will good. Which will benefit you a lot. Okay, so what is the case study basically? It's like, consider it a homework if you want. You go and do a case study, basically the fundamental analysis that we did on ADA Cardano, and when you finish, you come and see the analysis that I did over here. Okay, so I already did it and included in this workshop, in this PowerPoint, sorry. So when you finish doing it, you can come and check if you did everything right. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it here for you. I'm gonna share with you this document. Okay, and it's gonna be, and you're gonna see how you're gonna evaluate basically yourself. Okay. Okay, so this was the workshop, guys. I hope you you benefited from it. And before you leave, I have like a couple of things to talk about. Last semester we did 5 workshops, okay, which got a high rating. So I recommend you to watch them. Everyone will recommend you to watch them. It's related basically to stocks, okay, but not only to stocks. And they work for everything, okay, and you're gonna learn information about trading and investing, more about how to trade and invest, okay, in everything. Okay, there are 5 workshops. They are on this YouTube channel that we did specifically to upload these 5 workshops in order for you to go over them, because in the spring semester I will give 5 series like these series related to each other, but will be only about cryptocurrencies. Okay, so they will be related about cryptocurrencies from A to Z. We're gonna learn about cryptocurrencies from how they work, okay, to how to trade them actively and passively. Okay, so you're gonna learn everything, simply everything about trading cryptocurrencies. Okay, now what you learned today is a big bunch or bulk information about investing in cryptocurrencies. Okay, so we won't include them, of course, in the later workshops, but also in the later workshops, there will be a lot of information. So in order to better understand the upcoming workshops in the spring semester, you have to also watch these. Okay, you're gonna learn, you're gonna understand me more in the spring semester. Okay, although there is some ideas that I will repeat, but I won't go in details as I went in these workshops. So I really recommend you to watch them. Okay, so make sure to watch them. So this was it. Thank you for attending this workshop. Don't forget to register, because we give certificates. Okay, only for members. So you have to register. Our CR is 5077. You can also follow us on Instagram at AUB Investment Club and Alpha Trading. And now the floor is open for questions. If anyone have any question, any suggestion, and also we're gonna send a feedback form in order to get feedback, because we're gonna, as I said, do a series of workshops in the future So it's better to give me feedback. It's completely anonymous in order to fix or change some things if needed changing. Okay, so floor is open now for questions. Thank you. Thanks for you guys. I hope you enjoy it, and we're gonna do more in the future. So questions? Okay, let me open the chat. If we made gains in crypto and want to sell them for fiat money, how can we do so? Basically, you need people who want to buy you need people who want to buy USDT. Okay, so you change your crypto to USDT, and you need people who want to buy USDT and sell them to them. Unfortunately, because in countries outside Lebanon, there is a Bitcoin ATM where you can change your cryptos to Bitcoin, and then there is an ATM similar to the ATM we know in banks where you can take cash. But sadly, we don't have this in Lebanon. So you need to find some people who want to buy USDT. Okay, thanks to you guys. Can you please send us the presentation slide? Of course, and recording, yeah, sure. I will remember you for the future when I need it. Sure, yeah. For consultancy, also part of Alpha Trading is we do consultancy. We're gonna do a lot of things in Alpha Trading. Now I'm keeping them private or like a secret because it will be like surprises, but we are still developing the company. It's still a startup, but it's gonna be I think it's gonna be something good in the future. So stay updated. The fundamentals are really important, but now we are in a bull run. We also need some indicators to know if things are going great. So basically, yeah, you can watch my workshops, the investment workshops I showed you, okay? Investment 103 technical analysis, you can use it on cryptocurrencies to know these things, okay? And what do you think about consolidation happening now with Cardano? Yeah, we are seeing a consolidation movement now. When a consolidation happen, we basically can't really predict where the price is going, but we all know that it's gonna go up. I'm not giving you financial advice right here because maybe it's gonna go down more and then gonna go up. Nobody knows in the short term what happens, but in the long term, it's more predictable. Okay, any more questions? I think someone wanted to say something at the end. So yeah, of course, as investors, as I told you, we have to invest in things that are still undervalued and not there yet. Okay, so you have to do this fundamental analysis. And if you do this fundamental analysis on Bitcoin, you're gonna see that it's good. And on ADA, of course, I give you ADA to do that on it, but you're gonna see that it's very good because it's already there. We need something that it's not already there yet. And how do we hear? We usually hear about these coins. And if I told you now, I told you about Wax coin. You can go and do the fundamental analysis and see if it's there or yet. Now, I did the fundamental analysis of Wax coin around 4 months ago, and around 2 months ago, it really jumped a lot, a big percentage. So you should do that. For example, I mentioned Sweat coin or Raven coin. Go and do fundamental analysis on that. You can practice. You can practice on doing fundamental analysis, and you can see if this coin is really worth investing in. Okay. Any more questions? Why did the Shiba coin rise up? Yeah, the fun thing that I had my friend pushing me to buy Shiba around like 3 weeks, or I think about a month ago, and I only bought with $10. Now I have $100. Yeah, basically it's supply and demand. Okay, so what changed prices, you can watch also again investment 102 orders and prices and understand how prices move. Okay, it's basically basic support and demand, and always things like this do crazy things because maybe someone backed them up. Like sometimes Elon Musk mentioned in a tweet a coin, so people go and buy it, and when you buy something, its value increases. So yes, things happen, but that doesn't make it a good coin. Okay, so don't go and invest in Shiba, for example, now. Okay, it's not a good coin. It doesn't have a project. يعني eventually it's gonna go to zero in the future. Okay. Do you think we will see any upward turn for XRP? Okay, by the way, I don't like XRP for a reason. I don't know if you know it, but if you did fundamental analysis for XRP, you know that XRP is made by banks. Okay, and the main reason for cryptocurrencies is that we don't want to use banks. So you are buying something that banks did. And that's why I don't love XRP. And XRP is basically like, I don't want to say it, but we think that XRP, or the people that did it, they say that we don't want XRP to go and price up because banks did it for a reason to ease the transaction between each others. Okay, so they don't want its price to go very high. Okay, and yeah, I don't invest in XRP because like banks did it, and the whole idea is that we want to get rid of banks. Okay, any more questions? Where do you hear about low cap cryptocurrencies? Yani you can hear about them, yani you hear about them, and yani maybe your friend told you, you see a post, but usually you hear about them before they boom in a short amount of time. So basically, let me show you an example. One second. Uh, Always every coin have like a dead period, we call it. Okay, I'm gonna show now. So every coin, as I said, it have a dead period. Let me show you what I mean with a dead period. Okay, let's say, for example, I don't know, Wax. Okay, I told you about Wax. Let's see Wax, here it is. Okay, so this is Wax coin. Okay, so always a coin, when it's released, its price is very high because people hold it from before, like from mining it, like applications like Pi and B, for example, you mine it, and then when it have value, all people sell it. Okay, so it drop and have a dead phase. So this dead phase is, for example, here it's 3 years. It can be very long dead phase. So in 2021, like I literally heard about it before it start booming. So you always hear about it because why do we have this that phase? Because here the team is still working on it, so it's not yet officially launched, but you can buy it and sell it, but it's not officially launched, so it's not known. When they are ready to launch it, okay, the team start making marketing for it, so you're gonna definitely hear about it. You go and do fundamental analysis, you see that it's good, you buy it, and you make money from this increase over here. Okay. Any more questions? Yeah, wait, let me see the chat. Uh, where do you hear? Okay, any Insta pages you recommend us following other than Alpha Trading? Not really. I don't really follow new. Like I follow things like that are basically memes, actually, which I follow on Instagram. But I also like read the news on TradingView. You can find the news on CoinMarketCap. You can find the news on Bitcoin.org, on Reddit, on Twitter. You always have to like to read things on this. You're gonna find a lot. So I recommend you following, for example, Bitcoin page on Twitter, always checking Bitcoin talk.org, always checking TradingView news. So you're gonna find a lot of things. Okay, any other questions? Okay, guys. So thanks to you. It was very nice being back again, and I really recommend the 5 workshops that are made in spring, in the last spring, I mean. Now I'm gonna end the meeting and I'm gonna send on the group a feedback form. So please fill it. It won't take 2 minutes, and it really helps me a lot in the future to make the workshops more beneficial and to improve the quality of my workshops to you guys, so you can learn more. So I hope you do it. It only takes 2 minutes and it's completely anonymous. So be honest as much as you can. Thank you very much. And I'm gonna see you soon next week. I have next week also a workshop related to short terms. Yeah, there is. Salim, please send me your number or send your number. Let me also send my number here, by the way. If you want to contact me about anything, you can contact me. So Salim, please contact me. I'm gonna add you to the investment club group. Thank you a lot, guys, and I'm gonna see you later. Bye.